Hello, my beautiful people. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Depends where you are in the world. It's morning here. I hope you're keeping well. I hope you're happy, you're looking after yourself, and you're looking after each other. Um, it's very important to look after uh, people around you without thinking who they are to you. It's very important. We are human beings, and we are actually we are emotional. We are obviously we are supposed to be sensible and considerate and loving, and these are the things I think that makes us human. That makes us different from other creations, that we can think. We've got a powerful mind, thanks to God, alhamdulillah for that. And we have a free choice, free will. And then we also we are emotional, and we are but the thing is, we have actually, in our this chaotic life, we have actually buried our emotions somewhere where even we can't find them. And sometimes it just goes over the top. And I'm just talking about something that I noticed yesterday. Um, I was in the post office, and there was a lady. She could hardly stand. I'm not saying people are not, especially in the West and America and England and the European countries, but in every country. I mean, when you go to a big bank or a post office, but discipline is good. You have to stand in line, and you have to obviously follow the rules, which is good. But why do we make the rules? Do we make the rules to make our life difficult? No. We make the rules to keep the things in order, to create a discipline, to have a better society, better environment for everybody, to create ease in our life. But what's happening, our rules are actually standing against us. Sometimes they become so painful that you feel like, why? Why? Because, and I'm not saying, but we have to make the exceptions. We have to go accordingly. That God has not set these rules. We made them for our convenience. So why we can't change them around? But it's not like you taking somebody's side and doing a favor to them. No, it's not that. It's just like looking at what the other person's requirements are, what condition they're in, what is happening. It's called being a human. But no, if it's a set rule, you have to stand in the line, you have to stand in the line. It's a set rule, oh, you have to do this and you have to do that. Oh, no, no, ma'am, we can't touch saying this thing because it's not our policy. I mean, sometimes policies actually become hilarious. They do. And I'm sure you must have experienced this in your life too, that you see the policies, people say, oh, it's our policy. And that policy makes absolutely no sense. Or it sounds like somebody has just set a rule without even, you know, using their common sense. Um, So yes, I was in the post office, and I saw this lady standing in the post office. She could hardly stand. She was in very bad health, and she couldn't stand. But all that long line, in the name of discipline, the name of the rules. It's not just about the post office. It's about like wherever you go, wherever you are, right? So if somebody cannot stand for so long, and she was, so first of all, is for the other people who are standing in front of her to say, hey, you come forward, it's okay, It will take maybe, you might would have to stand there for another 2 minutes or maybe 5 minutes. Is it a lifetime? No, it's not. But if you can't do it for somebody when you are in need, when you are, God forbid, in a bad health, or you're in a hurry, you have to catch a train, or you have to pick up your children from school, and you're standing in that long line, and you still have to pay your bill or do something else. I mean, bills people pay by direct debit in these countries, especially, actually all over the world now. So, but whatever you have to do, so they will actually, nobody else will think about you, because what goes around comes back around. You're sending that behavior out. Like we send those energies out and they come back multiplied by hundreds. So send good energies out, good behaviors out, so they can also help you. They will come around. If this person is not returning that, don't worry, because don't be expecting all the time. It's not a trade. it's not always an exchange. No, it goes here, it might come back from somewhere else, but it will, because God, universe, world is all fair. Life is all fair. Trust me. I mean, we've not taught, but actually this is common. Like, I've heard some young people saying, oh, life sucks. My life sucks. Life doesn't suck you. You're sucking on yourself, because you're not actually going in the right direction. You're not probably just you know, looking at what is causing this suction, what is sucking out this human and this happiness out of you. So that's why I say live mindfully, you know, consciously, you know, be mindful. This sofa is so comfortable, I'm literally sinking in, guys. So anyway, what I'm saying is, just be mindful, please. Be mindful and live consciously, you know. So if so you can the people standing out, you know, in front of that person can always say, oh, if you're in a hurry, or if you're not feeling well, if you can't stand for too long, please come forward. It doesn't always happen. I'm not saying everybody is like that, but yes, it didn't happen yesterday. I left my space, but then what about another 10 people standing in front of me? And then the post office lady, the lady sitting at the counter, maybe she could, I don't know, our rules, no, we can't say this because it's a discrimination. It's not a discrimination. You have to differentiate the things. That's why you've got these brains, so you can put the things accordingly. So if somebody is in need, then obviously you have to accommodate that person. You have to. That is called creating convenience. But otherwise, if you're stuck on your rules and you're just sitting there and saying, no, these are our rules, no matter what, you die or you live, those rules are becoming a nuisance. They are actually not providing people ease and convenience in their life. They're actually making their life more difficult. So even she could say, okay, you come forward first because you can't stand. She was struggling standing there. So this kind of gestures that whether you're in a supermarket, you're in a post office, you're in a bank, wherever you are, I'm not saying do it all the time, and especially the young people. Especially the young people. You know, in the old days, I experienced in the same country where I am now, in the same England, but even in the other countries, in other countries you still see this, but in England it's just minimizing, and I still don't want to generalize it because there's still some very good young people who are considerate and helpful and respectful, but I'm talking about the ones who are not. That you are actually struggling with your shopping. You know, it's an elderly person, or it's a lady who's not in, you know, in strong enough to do that, or you're not in good health. You're dragging that shopping around. You're trying to you're struggling, and the you know, the energetic, healthy young people will just go rushing by your side. They will not ask if they could help. No. So it's not, you will cope with your time. This time will go. You will get home. That person who is not able to do it, if they're financially strong, maybe they can call a cab. If they can't call a cab, then maybe they can take a bus once they reach to a bus stop. Even if they can't afford a bus, somehow God will help them. They will reach their destination. But these young people, these people who are young or old or whatever, but if they can help, if they are in good health or in the position to help people, what is happening to them as a human? That is something to think about. They're losing themselves as a human. They are not being aware of what's happening around them. You call it a hurry? You call it being in a hurry? You call it saving time? No, I call it ignorance. It's one of the biggest diseases on this earth. So please don't be ignorant. Be thoughtful of other people, their situations. Be helpful to people. And you're not helping them. For now, you are helping them, but trust me, you're actually creating an account where you're depositing this help for yourself. And when you would need it, it will come from somewhere. It will come. I'm talking from the experience. It always happens in my life. If I help somebody, they don't help me back, doesn't matter. I don't expect that. But it always comes from somewhere else. So please send good out and be ready for good. But if you did otherwise, then obviously be ready for that as well. Have a great day. Keep smiling because life is so beautiful.